All right, ladies, welcome to the Red Zone, October the 25th, 2021. Who is ready? Who is ready to talk about money? Who wants to talk about money? I mean, tonight is money management. And so I like to talk about money. You know, when we were at our fall advance, Julia Mundy, the national sales director, Katie, I always like to sit in the front row. Front row is good because then I'm not distracted. I see only the teacher. And so she actually asked me to come up and because she needed some assistance. And so she was talking about, she's like, let's pretend this is money. And that was me. She was pretending I was money. She's like, what is your relationship with money? Is it a healthy relationship? Do you love money or do you hate money or do you abuse money? And so it was just kind of really funny. So anyway, what is your relationship with money? Do you have a responsible, healthy relationship with money? Or do you have an irresponsible vision of money? So I'm asking you these questions, and I want you to maybe jot down some of your own thoughts, because I always love that when somebody's talking about something that stirs my heart. I'm like, ooh, maybe God wants me to deep dive into that one deeper. Is your money kept separate? Your Mary Kay money, is it kept separate from your personal funds? Or do you just throw everything in one pile and one account? Okay, so you guys, if you had a Fortune 500 company, do you think that you would commingle your personal funds with your business account? Do you think your accountant would appreciate that?
No.
No. Start acting like this is a business, like a big business. This is the real deal. And so if you had a business account in a real business, you would have your profit, you would have your business profits in there, and then you would pay yourself into your personal account. That would be separate. And then you would have money in there for different things. So let me ask you this. Do you work until you've got enough for what you need, or are you consistently building wealth? So not just a paycheck to paycheck type of method in your Mary Kay business, like, oh my gosh, I need this, so I got to go sell 300. Oh my gosh, I got to go do this, I'm selling 500. And so, just it's great to have a goal. A goal is really important, but it's also important for you to just know that you're building wealth in your business. Because, like, for example, independent sales directors can order tomorrow. We're going to order the fragrances, but we also get to order some other things. And so I looked in my account and I know that I have over $700 in my extra, and that's after I've placed inventory orders. I know that I've got a couple $100 in ProPay. And so, to have an extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 in your business account, and that's just my sales business account. I have a couple of other ones because I like to keep things separate, but that's where I pay for preferred customer program. By the way, I just paid for preferred customer program out of my sales account. I didn't take that out of my commissions. I didn't take that out of my paycheck. That came out of sales. Okay. So I also send out catalogs to some consultants that are, not currently getting them. So you guys, that comes out of my business account. Do I have any remorse when I have to pay for preferred customer program? No, because my business paid for that. So I think that it's important, once you know that this business is lucrative and that it is creating wealth for your family, will you do it more? Yeah. Will you share it more? Will you tell other people about it? You will. You will have a confidence in this business like no other. And I want to tell you this from example, because when I started my Mary Kay business, I did not have that business sense. And so what was going on is I was selling the product, and then I was ordering the product, selling the product, ordering the product. And I was like, I felt like I was chasing myself, but my husband's like, why don't you have the stuff on hand? I'm like, I don't know. So I went ahead and ordered a full inventory. So that was like, I don't know, $4,000 on my card. And so I put it on a credit card, and then I would make sales. And then you guys, you know what I would do? I would pay
Send the money.
bills. I'd pay bills. I'd be like robbing Peter to pay Paul. I wasn't reordering my inventory that I had to restock, and I wasn't paying my credit card. I was paying bills. That is not Mary Kay's fault. I didn't blame it on the business, because guess what? This business really does work when you do. And so I stopped embezzling funds. I fired the accountant, me, and I figured out how to do things right. Okay. So when you have your sales, you want to deposit everything into that account, but then you're going to separate things out. Okay. So 50% of your sale, not including sales tax is aside. Half of that money, 50%, is go to restock your product. You cannot sell from an empty wagon. If Walmart sold out all of their toilet paper just because they felt like we probably have enough. No, you'd stop shopping there. And so you've got to keep your certain things stocked up. And then the rest of the money, that other 50%, 10% of that goes into your left in your account and left alone for expenses. And the other 40% can go into your personal account for your paycheck. Now, if you don't have a full inventory, it might not be 40% right now. In fact, you might not be pulling very much of a profit because you're building back into your business, and that's fine. But at some point, you'll want to give yourself a profit, because what that does is it stirs up something in your soul and your relationship with your business management. And when you feel like you're a good business manager, you'll share this business with other people. Am I right? Yeah, it feels pretty stinking good. Last year, I paid off credit card debt. This business allowed me to pay off probably 30,000 this time. I say this time because I've jacked things up before, and my Mary Kay business has bailed me out. And now I pay my credit card every month. And speaking of credit cards, I do not run my business on a credit card. You might be surprised about that. You might think, well, Jana, you're probably responsible enough to pay it off every month. You're right, I am. However, I have failed me before. And so remember, I fired the lady that was using the credit card. And so guess what? This lady uses a debit card. Because what I do is I make the sales and I put the money into the account, and then there's money in that account for me to place my reorder. Okay. I do use a credit card for different things like flights, gas, restaurants, different things like that, but not in my reorder. And yes, could I be making more points and getting more rewards? Yes, but I have to be able to trust the accountant, and I don't trust me yet. Okay. So I want a $5,000 cushion in my account prior to allowing myself to do that again. So that's my goal. And so we all have to have financial goals. I think that's really important. So do you embezzle from your business? When you get sales in, do you spend your profits, or do you treat it like a business? And how does it feel if you have inventory paid off and you have money in your business account for expenses, travel, new product? It feels stinking awesome. That's how it feels. And so there's something, it's like, I can't explain it, but if you are doing things in an unhealthy way, it's okay. Stop shaming yourself, number one, because if I can do it and be successful, I know you can too. And you can turn anything around. So don't shame on yourself. just get into a position where you're making more sales. Another thing, sell more. If you sell more and you recruit more, you're going to make more. And so that's right. Nancy's like, duh. Yeah, that's how that works. So more activity equals more money. So that's a big deal. So how can you win the battle against debt? The big D word. It's a 4-letter word, and I do not like it. Spend less, live within your means, and spend within your means in your Mary Kay business. You know, if you are overspending in your sample world, check yourself on that. So, you know, be responsible in your spending. Work more. I already said that. Work from, and I said before, work from a debit card. It protects you from overspending. So I think that's key. So I also have, I have a video that you all can look at some point, and I am going to go ahead and put the link in here. Hold on just a second. Money management. And the link that I'm going to share with you. Oh, goodness. I don't know where it's at. I'm going to have to look at it. I'll have to look for it, you guys. So anyway, but it's a video that I did in the last couple of years. I know I shared it with you guys last time that we did this. And I just talked about like really setting money aside for different things in your business. What questions do you all have? Any questions about financial management of your Mary Kay business?
At what point is, I know they always say you need to pay yourself first, but if you are like, I'm totally out of debt on my, when I put my credit on the credit card. So
Right.
I want that debt out. So at what point though, because like I've had to take time off, and so I'm getting geared up for the holiday season right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I need to sell, but at what point can you start doing that 40% or 30% paying yourself?
If you have, what does your inventory look like, Lisa? Like, do you know how much, do you still have like an 1,800 wholesale level? Have you built that up, or has it dwindled down a little bit?
First of all, I need to take inventory. That's
Okay.
something I'm trying to work the business and have like 2 or 3 days that I work a little harder,
Okay.
you know, and like, so I need to sit down and exactly figure out what I have. And I am having a pretty good sale right now. I was going to try to do it in the month of October, but I was down several weeks with my arthritis, my rheumatoid arthritis. So I extended my sale.
Mhm.
And what I'm trying to do right now is make sure that everybody is taken care of that have got started on their skincare. They should, the weather's changing. They might need to upgrade.
Yes.
And so that's kind of what I'm working at. And so I don't have a whole lot of clients because basically when I started, then the pandemic hit and we couldn't do facials. And,
Right.
you know, we all have obstacles. We just have to learn to use them as stepping stones. So
That's right.
so that's kind of what I'm doing. And I am reaching out to some people, and I'm going to continue to do that.
Very
I
good.
guess, but I guess the first thing is like, one, I need to do inventory.
So yeah.
So I can know how much I have.
Right. I would look at your inventory, see where you're at, because and only you can really judge. you know, I feel like I'm at a place where I don't need to build my inventory anymore. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
If you're like,
mhm.
I always have everything that everybody needs. But if you're at a, so, you know, maybe one time you have everything everybody needs except for maybe an eyeliner and you're like, she's a new client. I'm going to order the eyeliner she wanted plus one more to have it in stock. So you may not be pulling a total 40% profit at that point, but it'll be darn close. Does that make sense?
Sure, that makes
So,
sense.
so,
Okay.
or you might want to be at the, like, you might be thinking, okay, hold on. I totally want to start stocking the clinical solution sets. I need to bump up on this. So then just really track what you're getting, how much you're getting, and then set a goal for yourself to, okay, I'm going to take a 20% profit till I pay this back.
Hmm.
But it is enticing to have product on hand because people love that. And by the way, right now with COVID stuff, we are running into runouts.
I bet.
So having things
Well,
in stock is key.
well, what I have done is since I've sold Mary Kay before, or I really build up on the skincare the most
Very
because
good.
it's just like the canvas of a cake. If it's not beautiful, it doesn't matter how many sprinkles that you put on that cake, it's not going to be beautiful, you know?
That's
And
right.
so I don't put a lot of money into sprinkles.
Right.
I will have mascara. There's,
The
because
emergency stuff.
my target age of my clients are getting to the stage where they're more interested in that the cake and the canvas is good.
Yeah.
And so that's what I have done. And it's really something they're going to run out of. And it's
That's
something once
good.
they run out, they're going to want to replace it. So that's kind of what I've done.
That's good. If I don't know if you've studied this product yet, but it is absolutely extraordinary
Hmm.
for anti-aging. Another thing is, like, if you already have some clients, and so even if each one of your clients referred one friend and you told them, hey, do you have anyone that you think would love to try this skincare or that you would like to nominate for a gift of pampering? That word nominate is key, ladies.
That's
And
good.
so nominate for a Mary Kay gift of pampering and tell them, I'm going to give them a gift certificate on your behalf. And when she says, yes, I think my friend Susie, I would say, what is so special about Susie? And then write that down. And then you call Susie and say, Susie, we have a mutual friend, Jill. Do you know Jill? Great. Well, the reason why I'm calling is I'm her Mary Kay consultant also. And I told her about something we have about the, pampering special friends. And she said that you're one of those people that she really looks up to. So you'll receive a gift of a pampering session with me, either virtual or in person, along with a gift card. Isn't she the sweetest?
Oh, that's
Okay.
great. Okay.
Mhm.
Good.
So
Okay.
if you could double your size, that's going to double your sales. So,
Right.
and a
Okay.
great way to expand. Thank you for that question, Lisa. It's so good to have you back.
Thank you.
All
Good to
right.
be point in my life. I
Anyone
am
else have questions?
anyone the way I love this. Ever.
All
We have
right. Okay. Well, ladies, it's 8:01. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I want to honor your time. Thank you so much.